probably wish that I'd known that I can't go back to what life was like before Cosette was in my life. I was a full-time carer and mum to her for 5 years. So I think knowing what supports are available, Grief Line, Red Nose, Compassionate Friends, Very Special Kids, counselling, Palliative Care Australia. There's so many. I only found out about Palliative Care Australia and Voices after Cosette passed away. So hearing some of the podcasts on the Children's Hospital links where people share their stories, I think it's really important. It makes me feel like I'm not alone.
My family didn't have any access to paediatric palliative care, and I've only really learned about it since Evie passed away. Like, she passed away 12 years ago now. So it wasn't really a thing that was offered to us. And so only recently, since I've been working in this space through Paediatric Palliative Care Australia, have I learned of the benefits that could have offered our family. I felt often quite isolated and alone, and that I had to do so much myself. And my husband, he was a beautiful father, but he really hated all of the medical stuff surrounding us. So I felt really difficult to even talk about palliative care or even after death things, because it was just too hard to even bring up. So yeah, I wish that we'd had access, because I think it would have made a lot of our journey a lot kinder and more compassionate and a lot easier to talk about.
If I put myself in the shoes of that dad being told, oh, palliative care, we want the team to speak to you, I wish I'd known just how powerful palliative care could be. I wish I'd known how broad its approach was, that palliative care wasn't just about pain relief. There were so many other elements that the team helped me with, and helped the siblings with, helped the whole family with. And so if I could go back in time, I think it's understanding, if we'd known just how powerful palliative care could be, how flexible it could be, what it could actually offer us, our minds, our ears would have been open to possibly so much more early on. It's a very difficult conversation for palliative care as well, when they're trying to actually introduce themselves and explain what they can do and how they're going to be brought into the process. And so that can be challenging, where both the palliative care team and the parents and carers are kind of circling around each other. Everybody's kind of walking on eggshells. The parent doesn't always know quite what to ask. You also want to know, what will the end be like? When will it come? What will it look like? How will my son feel? How will he look like? No one can give you those answers. I think the freedom to throw those questions up is also an interesting one, because that can help your thought process.